Harry, this is Lord Potato. This is What If Naruto decided to only train in Taijutsu Part 2. Now, so this is gonna be Part 2. So let me do a recap on what happened last time. Naruto, of course, he was beating up his own entire life. Of course, he does not want to become Hokage. He wants to become the strongest Taijutsu master because he saw Mike Guy like spar with Kakashi and saw like half like the Taijutsu moves that he fought with Kakashi, and how Mike Guy went into the first gate, same with Kakashi. And Mike Guy did teach Naruto about like his training in Ring, blah blah blah. It's like training and all that. So it was like 500 stuff and all that. And Naruto actually took that serious when he was 6 years old. He took it all the way serious until he turned 12. So 6 years in total. Now Naruto is so strong from just being like he just has a bunch of strength, but also very durable. Cause a bunch of like villagers did attack him and all that. And let me mention, the Uchiha massacre still happened, but when Naruto kind of went there to actually fight some Uchihas, and noticed that almost Uchihas all died, he fought against Obito and easily whooped his ass. Obito tried to calm Weed away multiple times, but Naruto managed to grab Obito when Obito stabbed Naruto and started just beating the fuck out of Obito. Now, Hiruzen saw this and he thought it wasn't going to be that much of a threat in the future. But since, of course, Naruto got stabbed by Obito, Naruto got way stronger. His endurance is just way stronger. So, yeah. Naruto is way stronger. So, when he was 12 years old, when he was in the academy, Iruka really didn't like him. He does not have the same relationship with him in the original canon. Iruka hates Naruto. So, Naruto can care less. I should also mention that, okay, so I'm gonna fuck up her name, but she's actually in this What If. Let me. Sanjin Lee. She's actually in this What If. With that happening, she's in the What If, but she was in the academy. Of course, I didn't mention much about what she's gonna be doing and all that, but I'll mention that later. Now, she's in the What If. She's sort of in the academy. She could care less. And notice that Naruto doesn't have any parents half the time. So, she didn't spy on him or anything and blah, blah, blah. Also, Hinata is not the ship in this one. Basically, this purple-haired girl is actually will be the ship for Naruto. Hinata actually is a fangirl for Sasuke. Now, so Naruto did not went to academy for 4 years. Instead, he trained very hard to become a Taijutsu master. Well, he remembered all the fragments from Morty Gym and Garge. Garge. So, of course, with that happening, when he was 12 years old, instead of like going to the academy, he was training, and an Anbu decided to tell him, okay, if you can land one hit on me, I will not force you. So instead, Naruto lands 2 very powerful hits, making the Anbu run away. So Naruto went to a bar just to get a drink and all that, and just to get water and all that, until the bar tender whatever threw water and was about to throw the glass at Naruto until Naruto like hit him in the neck and started fighting everyone there, the Jonins, Chunins, and even Genins. Hiruzen heard of the commotion and decided to go where he was. A bunch of like Ambus and Jonins, like high Jonins, like Kakashi, Paranai, Asuma, let me say that again. I was about to say I'm like Mike Guy, and also Anko was sort of in the bar just drinking because she still has the whole pain of like how the village kind of treats her and all the ninjas. With that happening, Hiruzen did tell Naruto that he needs to go, after Naruto warmed up of beating up a bunch of Jonins and Chunins and then letting the fucking building collapse on them, Naruto just says, "Old man, you're here." And of course, Hiruzen did tell Naruto that you need to go to the, academy to graduate. And Naruto says, nah, I don't want to be a ninja. So of course Hiruzen did try to tell some Amos to go suppress his chakra, and notice that it wasn't chakra that Naruto was using at all. It's just brutal fucking strength that he's murdering Amos left and right. So yeah. Now the last thing I left off was where he's about to start fighting against Might Guy. And Might Guy was like, are you ready, Naruto? And, well, not Naruto. He said, are you ready, Garjin? And Garjin, Naruto, said, I'm always ready. So Might Guy was like, don't worry, Hokage. I got this. And so, of course, Might Guy rushes at, Naruto, and was about to kick him in the face until Naruto, dodges. He crouched down so fast and then got up and was about to uppercut, Might Guy. Might Guy managed to dodge the punch, and he can actually feel the force of the punch, and Might Guy managed to dodge. Of course, Kakashi was about to jump in the fight, because yes, this is basically Naruto fighting against a high Jonin, and Hiruzen says no. I gotta see how much powerful is Naruto. So Might Guy jumped back and said, very good, young. I really want to say young Garji, but that's just basically all my saying. No, youthful Garji. That is the spirit of the flame of youth. And Naruto says, I know. Rushes at Might Guy, and was about to use water stream rock smashing fist. Of course, with that attack, Might Guy managed to only dodge some attacks. Some attacks, not much. He still got hit multiple times in his left arm. And his left arm is sort of out of use. He can't use it that much. It's sort of twisted a little bit, but not much. So he tries to kick against Naruto, and then kick him again, and then back kick him. Which Naruto managed to dodge twice, but the back kick, he didn't notice that, and then he gets kicked into a wall. Now, Naruto gets back up and says, that isn't your full power. I know you're holding back. Don't hold back, Might Guy. Might Guy. And Might Guy was like, fine. I won't be able to hold back. But promise me this. You won't cry. Well, you won't decide to lose your usefulness if you get defeated. And Garjay was like, I won't lose. I never lose. Well, I mean, then again, he always loses sometimes. But then he says, I won't lose until I become the strongest Taijutsu master. I won't lose. But if I do, that means I gotta train stronger and become stronger. So, someone was actually watching this. A purple-haired girl with dull blue eyes was watching this whole fight and was interested in Naruto. Since Naruto wasn't in the academy, he didn't show that many skills at all and didn't care that much. So she was watching this whole thing. Villagers were just terrified of Naruto's power. He easily just beat the crap out of a bunch of weaklings and then just fighting against Might Guy. So Might Guy just says, first gate of light, open! Fuck, I got that wrong. No, I meant first gate of opening, open. He went first gate and then rushes at Naruto. Naruto managed to dodge a speed still and still kick, Might Guy back into a couple of, buildings. And of course, Hiruzen was shocked that Naruto can actually stand against one gate open. Now then, what's it called? Might Guy noticed that he actually managed to stand against that one gate, the first gate. Then he decides to open the second gate of healing. He rushes at Naruto pretty fast. Naruto still managed to dodge because he's basically a moving Sharingan, okay? He's basically a human figure of a Sharingan, okay? Basically, that's what Garjay is, and mostly Morty Jim is also sort of a walking, talking Sharingan, okay? But Naruto still managed to see the attack, and when Might Guy still attacked him with the leg, Naruto managed to grab his leg and block it. Of course, Might Guy was shocked, but the pressure behind the attack still kind of pushed Naruto a little further. And of course, Naruto's arm kind of hurted, but that was just the pain. He was actually having fun with Might Guy. And Naruto decides to actually try a little bit more. He decides to uppercut Might Guy, but we'll notice that attack won't happen again. So then he uses Tank Top Punch at Might Guy. Might Guy managed to dodge the Tank Top Punch and then just try to back kick him, because after seeing that the kick didn't work, he landed down and was about to back kick with Naruto. Naruto managed to turn around fast enough to block with his kick. With that happening, a clash of wave of air happened. Might Guy was impressed. He was like, interesting, you can stand against 2 gates. Then let's see if you can stand against the 3rd gate. Opening. The 3rd gate of life. Open. And of course, he now became way faster and stronger and rushes at Naruto. Now, Naruto's still trying to dodge some attacks. Seeing those attacks kind of coming slowly, but of course, it's not because he has a Sharingan. It's just he's that good at seeing. He's seeing the attacks coming at him, and he noticed the attacks are sort of in a pattern and all that. That's what he was looking at. He was looking at the Taijutsu of Might Guy, so he copied it. So when Might Guy tries to kick, Naruto kicks, blocking the attack. Basically synchronizing the attack at the same time. When Might Guy punches, Naruto punches. When Might Guy tries to uppercut, Naruto basically has to can't uppercut, so down cut. Well, not down cut, uppercut. Also, Might Guy dodges, Naruto dodges. Basically, Naruto's copying Might Guy's Taijutsu, while even Might Guy realizing it. But Hiruzen does realize this, and he's horrified, knowing that Naruto is now just copying Might Guy's, basically his attacks. He's horrified and amazed. He's like, wait a minute. Could it be that Naruto has the ability to copy Taijutsu? No. That could only be with Sharingans, unless Naruto is just that skill. He doesn't know about his reincarnation being Gardrick. Gardrick just is a walking, talking Sharingan, okay? That's all you gotta know. And Naruto just keeps fighting against, Might Guy. Might Guy just says, interesting, Naruto. Let's see if you can go against the 4th gate of pain. And Naruto noticed that he probably cannot go against pain. So he decides to say, 1st gate of opening life. What am I talking about? No, the 1st gate of opening. He opens the 1st gate and rushes at Might Guy. Might Guy is shocked the fact that Naruto can actually open the gate. Naruto remembers that the gate openings. He can only remember 2. But now that Might Guy is actually showing him more gates, Naruto's going to open more. But notice that when he tries to do the 1st gate, his body kind of did hurt a lot. So, Naruto is right now fighting against, Might Guy. Might Guy tries to do a knee attack. Naruto did a knee attack, blocking his attack with each other's attack. So, of course, Kakashi's horrified knowing that Naruto has just opened the 1st gate, and probably not knowing that he has more, which Naruto does not know any of the others. Naruto just knows the 2 gates that Might Guy uses against Kakashi. So when that was happening, Naruto is right now just fighting. Now Hiruzen realized one thing. Wait, how is Naruto using the gates when his chakra seal? Well, Naruto, he isn't a Funjutsu master or anything, but he has read in Funjutsu. So when he realized that chakra suppression seal was supposed to seal off a chakra, Naruto actually managed to unseal his chakra by kind of asking the QB to break it for him. He does have the Nine Tails, and he does have sort of a good relationship with the Nine Tails. He sees that the Nine Tails has been controlled multiple times, and Naruto sees that the Nine Tails is not a mindless beast, actually better as a friend, a companion, a partner, someone like a comrade. He sees it mostly like that. So of course, the Ninetales and Naruto are sort of in good basis, sort of. So of course, that whole suppressed chakra ceiling, everything just broke when the Ninetales sort of like broke it for himself, for Naruto. So Naruto runs at, well, my guy. My guy is amazed when Naruto using the first gate. It seems that my guy just sees that Naruto's actually pretty good at the first gate. Maybe Naruto has trained in the first gate. I'm amazed that someone like so young, so youthful has actually trained in the first gate. Someone that can actually use ninjutsu but decides to train only in taijutsu, limit his health, only using taijutsu, but his speed and incredible attacks are just amazing. So Naruto decides to do a bombardment of punches. My guy managed to dodge and was about to uppercut as well. Naruto like, well, reflexes kind of just bent very backwards. When he bent backwards, he kicks my guy. So you know those attacks where like usually they bent very backwards and like their back is sort of, their head is sort of from the ground and all that, touching the ground. But of course they kick up. Yeah, basically that's what Naruto did. Now, of course, my guy managed to block it, but he got launched up. Launched up. With that happening, my guy was like, I'm amazed. Someone so youthful, so young, just limited himself towards only using taijutsu. I'm amazed. That's why I want to, well, my guy was like, amazing. That's why. You should bring out full power. How many gates do you know? Naruto only, well, he said honestly that he only knows 2 gates. The 2 gates you used that first time against that white-haired person. Now, of course, Naruto does not know about Kakashi, and Naruto said it like this: against that white-haired perverted freak who reads those books in front of children. And Kakashi got insulted. He's like, what the? Now, Karnai glares at Kakashi, and Kakashi kind of goes, hold up. Wait, no, it's not what you think. Karnai was about to murder Kakashi. And so my guy said, open that second gate. I'll show you more gates. And Naruto says, you promise? And my guy said, yes. So Naruto does. He opens the second gate of, well, healing. And my guy opens his, well, 5th gate of limit. And he says, you ready, Naruto? And Naruto says, I'm always ready. So they speed like blitz out of, well, the visions of everyone. The only person that can actually see those movements are actually, well, Lee. Basically, Lee can actually see it pretty good. Not Rock Lee. What's it called? Sanji Lee? Soji Lee? Yeah, I can't remember her name half the time. But yeah, she can sort of keep track of the movements, but all that the lower rank tunings and jonings and some Ambos can barely see the speed. The only thing they can see is a shockwave. So when Naruto and my guy do kick, and they kick like together, they just make a shockwave. Just a little shockwave. I mean, it's not that big, but yeah. Both Naruto and my guy are trying hard enough to see who will give up. Now, Naruto and him are just kick, up, down, middle, and also, well, kick, one knee, backwards kick, uppers, well, yeah, you get the point. So they're basically making a shockwave. Think of like when Super Saiyan God Goku was going against Beerus. Yeah, that was sort of, but not as much powerful as that. So with that happening, when Might Guy tries to punch at Naruto punches back. Both just, well, connecting the punch. So think of like Beerus and Super Saiyan Goku when they connect that punch. So they won't destroy like anything. But both Naruto and Might Guy sort of destroy some things, like the bottom ground of what they are like standing. So of course, well, Haruzen is horrified and shocked and amazed that Naruto can actually stand against Might Guy when Might Guy is in the sixth. Wait, did I say sixth? No, I meant fifth gate. That means fifth gate of limit. And Naruto is only the second gate of health, healing. So with that happening, it only took about like 16 minutes later after, well, one person is tired. And that is Naruto. He doesn't have the much experience or, well, much experience in like fighting that much. Well, I mean, he is much experienced from Karate and from, well, more gym. It's just using the gates takes a lot of tone in his body. So, of course, Naruto's sort of hurting from the, well, second gate. And then the Naruto said, how about this, kid? I'll heal your body if you can go into the third gate. Feel that power of the third gate, since I know you're only going and eliminating yourself to only using Taijutsu. So Naruto decides to go and use it. Third gate of life, open! And Hiruzen was shocked. He was like, no, Naruto! And my guy was amazed that this kid has actually opened the third gate. Naruto was feeling him, but he didn't care. And then my guy was like, interesting. Fine, I'll use this sixth gate. Sixth gate of view, open. Now Naruto felt this like overwhelming chakra, but of course he was feeling a lot excited. So excited to just fight this person. So, of course, with his endurance body, is actually taking the toll. What sort of taking the toll of the gates opening. So of course, even though it's hurting his body, it's kind of making him stronger a little bit. So he rushes for this last punch because he can't actually hold the third gate much longer. He actually opened it, but it kind of takes a lot on his body. So Naruto says, this is my last attack. Naruto just says, Re-Taekwondo. Naruto original. Blue. Wait. Blue. Let me say that again. I fucked that up. So Naruto says, well, Naruto. Well, no, sort of. He said it's Morty Jim original, cause that's his sort of name. Also, he says Morty Jim. Well, Jim Morty original. Or let me say that again. Morty Jim original. Blue Dragon Kick, third form. So a giant blue dragon appeared right underneath Naruto's kick. Of course, this is not made of chakra. Sort of, at least, but not that much. And, well, Naruto says, isn't that going to take a very toll on your leg or body? Naruto says, but this fight is too exciting. I can't just disappoint him. This is my last attack. And then he just screams this out well in his mind escape, and he just warns what's called. My God, this is my last attack. My body can't handle the third gate, but that doesn't matter. If you can definitely defeat this attack, then you are the strongest, and I will have to just train harder. So, what Mike Guy said, okay, I will trust you in that. And then Mike Guy just gets ready for his like last powerful attack, and that is. So what Mike Guy uses is, well, he decides to go into the seventh gate, and that seventh gate, he says, seventh gate of wonder, open. So he opened it, and of course his chakra went blue, and Naruto's amazed. So this is the power of almost the seven gates. Well, not the seven gates, 8 gates. And then he says, daytime of tiger, and a tiger kind of appeared right behind him, and Naruto says, bring it on then. They both rush at the attack, and of course when their attacks were about to collide, a huge sort of big boom happened in the middle of sort of the town. A bunch of villagers managed to run away when the attacks was happening, but Sanji Lee was actually watching this all, and she almost got caught in the crossfire. When Naruto kicked, at my guy, he noticed that Sanjin Lee was actually about to like sort of fall off a building. Of course, Naruto stopped the kick. Well, not fully away. He still launched the attack, and Might Guy sort of had to block the attack. He was managing to actually destroy against the third original Blue Dragon. How he managed to stop it was actually beyond him. He was just putting a lot of chakra into it and destroying it. But Naruto's leg was sort of hurting, but of course he rushed at Sanji Lee and actually caught her so she wouldn't fall. Of course, Naruto was still badly hurt, and so with that happening, he still kind of just fell down. But before he actually fell down fully, Hiruzen was the one to catch, both of them. Of course, Naruto already passed out. Sanji Lee was still conscious and all that. She was amazed that Naruto still had enough strength to actually catch her from actually falling off the building. And Hiruzen then said, Jesus Christ. In his mindscape, he said, not mindscape, in his mind said, Naruto's this strong. He managed to also almost defeat Might Guy in his 7th Gate of Wonder. But instead of that, he decided to go help this purple hair girl. This must be Sanji Lee. Sanji Lee from the academy classes. Of course, they don't teach her that much. Let me say it again. He has heard that she's pretty good at Taijutsu, but she doesn't care about learning other things. So her grades is kind of bad, but then Hiruzen thinks about it. Wait, why is she here? Shouldn't she be in the academy? Why does everyone ditch the academy when it's the academy test? Whatever. You know what? For this, I will make it very special, good thing for Naruto, since I see that he doesn't like taking the test that much. And he's gonna only be using Taijutsu in his ninja career, so I guess this will be good. So, when Hiruzen does bring, Naruto towards the hospital, all the Ambos were sort of bringing out some Jonis out of the buildings and all that. Jonis and Chunis, they were sort of surviving a little bit, not much. And Might Guy was just a little bit hurt, and then he said, ha 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 ha, that kid is very youthful, don't you think, guys? He looks at Kakashi and everyone else. Everyone sort of just has a very sweat, just a drip of sweat just fall down. And Kakashi says, Might Guy, why? This is not the time. That kid is very bad and hurt and damaged from using the 8 gates. And Might Guy was like, Kakashi, the kid is only wanting to use Taijutsu. I admire that. But instead of using ninjutsu or any of that, he's just using Taijutsu. Someone like him, very strong, very powerful, and managing to actually create his own. Because they don't know this is actually his own, it's called original. The Blue Dragon original, that. And he says he managed to create his own Taijutsu moves. I'm amazed. Someone so youthful, so young like him should be in the ninja ranks. But, I wonder if I can make a request for him. Because I want him on my team. Someone like him. Someone who will train as hard as Rock Lee. I would like him on my team. And Kakashi kind of winces at that because he wanted Naruto on his team. Because he reminds him of, Minato Namikaze. But since Naruto is using only Taijutsu and the only person that can actually teach him good Taijutsu skills is basically Might Guy. But Kakashi is hoping that he can get, Naruto on his team. He's kind of just if I get him on my team, then I can teach him some ninjutsu. Kakashi then protests that if I get him on my team, Might Guy, then I'm actually going to teach him ninjutsu. And then Might Guy just laughed it off. He says, you really think he's actually going to actually want to use ninjutsu? Someone like him, so strong and all that. This is actually only training Taijutsu. Someone so youthful and amazing, training like that, would actually want to use ninjutsu? Don't actually try to make him, because he probably wouldn't want to. Because Naruto is pretty stubborn. He does not like using ninjutsu or genjutsu. He can care less. The only thing he wants to train is only Taijutsu. So when Naruto woke up from the whole hospital bed and all that, Sanji Lee was kind of like right next to him and all that, and like in the chair. And Naruto sort of opened his eyes, seeing her, and Naruto says, "I see you're okay." And Sanji Lee was like sort of blushing. She just said, "I, uh, I, I'm, I'm perfectly fine." She's sort of a tsundere, not much like that, but Naruto kind of chuckles. He's like, "Oh, my body hurts." Ugh. And then Sanji Lee was like, "I mean, yeah, your body's gonna hurt when you're using those gates. What are they called?" Naruto says they are called the 8 gates of death. It was, if I can remember why they're called the 8 gates of death, it's because the last gate will actually kill you. The 8th gate. I'm amazed that someone so strong in this village can actually open 7. I can only open 3. My body won't handle all of it. I have to train more to become stronger. And Sanjay Lee was like, "You ain't gonna get up off that bed until you relax and actually sleep more." And Naruto says, "Oh, really? And how are you gonna stop me?" And Sanjay Lee was like, "Really? You expect me not to know who you really are? You realize that I kind of know who you really are now, Morty." And Naruto's kind of shocked because he has met sort of Morty in his, not mindscape, but the memories of his like back life. And he has remembered who, Sanji Lee kind of looks like. Someone from the God of High School universe. And Naruto's kind of shocked. It's because he still has, he still sort of looks like Garja a little bit, but he still kind of looks like Morty Jim. When Naruto was kind of doing that last kick, Naruto actually activated the, sort of like star cross, whatever that Morty Jim has, like the blue ones right here. He kind of did that when he was doing the 3rd gate, the original Blue Dragon kick. But of course, that's what Sanjay Lee kind of said. And Naruto says, "Huh, I'm guessing that you are the reincarnation of Sanjay Lee." And she nods. And Naruto just says, "Well, what a small world that we live in." Now, of course, Naruto does chuckle, similar to like Morty Jim, because Morty Jim does like sort of laugh off a lot of things that's serious a little bit, that are not that serious, but unserious enough. But yeah, Naruto still kind of laughed it off, and Sanjin Lee said, "Really? Huh. Morty, I feel like you're gonna have to stop, like, so." But before even she decided to finish, Naruto then asked her, "Why aren't you in the academy test? Like taking the test for becoming a ninja?" And then she glares at him saying, "You're a fucking hypocrite, aren't you?" And Naruto says, "I knew you were gonna say that." And she said, you weren't also there taking it, so you can't say shit about that." And she does cusses a lot in the, I think in the God of High School, if I remember. She does sort of cusses a lot. So Naruto just says, "Well, it's not sort of my fault. I don't want to become a ninja. I just want to become one of the greatest Taijutsu masters out there." And she said, "I guess you're in the same goal as me." And Naruto kind of looks at her kind of shocked. So Sanjin Lee does also want to become sort of great Kunoichi, and also, not really Kunoichi, but a great Taijutsu master also. And she says, "Maybe you can teach me those gates of whatever they're called, right? The 8 gates." And Naruto says, and she says, You're gonna teach me, right?" She kind of grabbed Naruto's hand and squeezed it a little bit, and Naruto just hurts his arm. He's like, "Ow, ow, 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 ow. Fine, 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 fine. I'll teach you." Jesus Christ, let go of my leg. Or, I meant to say leg. Because, yes, Naruto's like leg is still hurting from the whole fact that he used the third original Blue Dragon kick. And of course, she said, "Good. Now, you're gonna stay in this bed, and you're gonna relax. And, heal your leg. Because I know what move you use, dummy. Well, not dummy, dumbass." And Naruto says, what? I didn't use any move. And she said, you used the third original, Morty Gym original Blue Dragon kick, didn't you? And Naruto just like, he sort of like smiles a little bit. He kind of just like, it's sort of a, how should I say, a sort of like embarrassment, like smile, and sort of a small smile. It's not much of a big grand smile. He's like, well, nervous smile, much. He's like, I mean, no. And she glares at him. And Naruto says, fine, 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 fine. And of course, this is where Hiruzen comes in and says, Naruto, you're awake. And Naruto says, hello there, old man Gigi. I'm sorry for, well, not listening to you and actually, well, deciding to fight against, my guy. I saw that I accidentally treated one of my, he was about to say, one of my classmates, Sanjin Lee, but Sanjin Lee says friend. And Naruto just says, kind of just like his mouth sort of widened, and he says, And Sanjin Lee says, yeah, friend. And Naruto just says, yeah, friend. So Naruto still has sort of a Morty Gym personality. So with Hiruzen saying, well, Naruto, it seems that you only want to train in Taijutsu. And same with you, Sanjin Lee, you also do want to train only Taijutsu. Both Naruto and Sanjin Lee sort of just nods. Well, Sanji. Sanjin Lee. Sanji. With that happening, Hiruzen then told him, well, since you are only two that are actually limiting yourself to only use, Taijutsu, I guess there's only one thing I request of you, Naruto. Since you are wanting to become a Taijutsu master, I want you to be on the team with Mike Guy. Since mostly you're going to be training in Taijutsu, and your goal is to be a Taijutsu master. So why not become a ninja? And then Naruto thinks about it and he just nods. Same with Sanjay Lee sort of nods at the same time. So, Hiruzen said, well, not Hiruzen. Not Naruto. Hiruzen said, well, I will only give you a special test. Not for you to do a clone jutsu or whatever, do a test like that. But test on what your knowledge of Taijutsu is. And a Taijutsu Spar. Which, I already seen your Taijutsu. But Sanjay Lee, I haven't seen yours. So that's going to be a special test that both Naruto and Sanjay Lee are going to take. So when she finished with the Taijutsu lesson, because she knows everything about Taijutsu, she goes against, Iruka. And she almost kills Iruka. Now, she wanted to use the first gate opening the first time. And Naruto has to explain how, sort of terrifying it is if you haven't trained your body enough to, hold it. But, of course, she trains enough. She actually does, not bare minimum. She does more than over that. So, she just opens the first gate and actually manages to knee Iruka in the stomach, knocking him out. Iruka's gone. So, yeah. Since Iruka had just got kneed in the stomach and Hiruzen was seeing this, he was horrified at the fact that she can also use the first gate of opening of just mine. And so he just gets a mental note that, yeah, these kids are going to be able to use the gates pretty easily. So with that happening, Naruto is now he's graduated from the academy. And, it's now the whole team assignment. Now, Hiruzen does explain that Mike Guy already has his own team and cannot actually have another team. So Mike Guy already has a team, and so he can't really train me. And Naruto was shocked. And Naruto says, Then you lied to me. You said he was gonna be my sensei. And then Harusa says, wait. Before you start complaining and before you drop out of a ninja as fast as you just became one, how about this? Even though you don't have him as a sensei, you can still train with him. Uh-huh. They both said, uh-huh. So your team is gonna be with the last Uchiha, Sasura Haruno. And Naruto does not, well, he sort of knows about the last Uchiha, but Sasura Haruno, he barely pay attention. And Naruto says, who the hell is Sasura Haruno? And Naruto, his purple hair friend was like, Sanjin Lee was like, seriously, that bitch? Isn't she the most annoying bitch out there? You serious could have like picked up anyone else. You picked a weakly civilian kid to be on our team, which who's a sensei? And Naruto was like, yeah, who is the sensei? And Hiruzen kind of just didn't like the fact that the purple hair girl, Sanjin Lee, kind of just called Sasura Haruno a weak bitch. Well, I mean, he couldn't complain. He was like, then again, she's only smart, but yeah. And then Hiruzen kind of says, Kakashi Hatake. And both Naruto, knowing who the fuck Kakashi is, being that white hair perverted person, and Sanji Lee was like, who's Kakashi Hatake? And Naruto explains that, you know that white hair guy with like, sort of puts a mask over his like face, and like has a headband over his eye, kind of reads those orange books. Sanji Lee says, yeah, are you serious? Pick someone else. Nah, we ain't having that guy as the sensei. And Horizon said, I can't give you another sensei. Those are the only, that's the only sensei. Naruto says, he won't be our sensei for much long. If he tries to test us on like, I don't know, fighting, I'm gonna make sure he dies in an instant. Kakashi was kind of hearing that. He's like, oh shit, never mind. Not doing the bell test. No. Naruto's tried to murder me in the first thing. And then Horusen was like, I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were. Why did I have the great feeling that you were never going to accept Kakashi into your life? Fine. This is why I had a backup plan. This is why Kakashi Hatake would only have Sasura Haruno, Sasuke Uchiha, and, well, another student. And that student's actually going to be, well, Sai. Sai will actually be on the team of his, but yeah. Actually, no, it's going to be some OC character that I don't care. That will sort of be friends with Naruto and all. Yeah. So, yeah. And Kakashi's like, if like Mindscape goes, well, his mind saying, I failed you, sensei. Oh, you like, I failed her. I failed her and him. And Harusen says, since that won't be your sensei, this is who I actually will promote as a Jonin. So Yugao had to go get her like little sister, well, sort of little sister, that being Anko Midarashi. Anko has just been promoted to Jonin. Anko was shocked the fact that she was promoted to Jonin yesterday. Like, Yugao had to just chase after, well, not Anko, like, in the forest much, yeah. But Kurenai and Yugao were shocked that Anko Midarashi was promoted to Jonin. And then Yugao said, wouldn't she need to, like, do some tests before she become a Jonin? Harusen says, no, Sally, I'm not gonna do a test. But the problem is, why not? It's because I know Naruto Uzumaki is gonna try to kill Kakashi. Kurenai and Yugao sound no problem with that. And they said, well, we see no problem with Kakashi dying. Harusen says, well, you two, you might not see him dying, but okay. So, with that happening, Anko comes out of nowhere, and, well, she busted through the door, because, yeah, she still, well, she can't really bust through the window unless she climbs all on top of it and jumps through the window, like, how should I say, never mind. But yeah, she busted through the door. She's seeing Kakashi, and Kakashi's sort of like crying anime tears. Anko is confused why this white hair creep is here. But Anko does not care. Anko busts through the door and says, "Yes, Hokage Gigi. Old man Hokage. I am here to be a Jonin." And both Naruto and Sanji Lee was like, better her than the white hair dude. They both think. And Hiruzen kind of just has to sweat down. He's like, no one's ever going to have respect for me. And so, Kakashi just, well, Anko said, "So, am I going to be a Jonin?" And Hiruzen said, "Yes. You're also going to have a team. These two will actually be on your team." And Anko looked at Naruto and Sanjin Lee and said, I can be okay with them. You're also going to have a third member, but that third member will actually be a new student that's actually being enrolled, and it's actually already 12 years old. So yeah. But this new student I will mention later. This is where Kakashi says, "I object to this." And Hiruzen, Naruto, and Sanjin Lee and Anko just have like this sweat down because not Naruto. Kakashi is crying his like one eye out. He's saying, "Hiruzen, you can't just do this to me. You can't. No, I want Naruto on my team." And Naruto says, "Oh hell no! I knew he was weird. God damn. No, I don't swing that way. Help." A bunch of the Amus that were like in there, just seeing this whole thing with like Anko talking to her two new students, and then seeing Kakashi says, "I eject," and then seeing Naruto, "Oh no, I knew he was gay. Help, help." All the Amus just had to sweat down, just roll down their like back. And also like Hiruzen, Sanjin Lee, and Anko. And Kakashi is like, "No, I'm not. No, I don't swing that way. No." Naruto says, "For fuck's sakes, why do you want me so bad? Unless you swing that way." "No, I don't swing that way at all." Kakashi saying, "No, I don't swing that way. No. Don't make it out to sound that weird." And Anko just says, "Ugh. Kakashi, I did not know you swing that way. And that young." And then Kakashi said, No. And he's saying, "No, I don't swing that way. I just want him on my team because he's the last Uzumaki." And Hiruzen said, "No thanks. You'll be okay with the last Uchiha, right?" And Naruto sweats. He's like he wipes out sweat off his like forehead, thinking that yeah, Hiruzen got his back. And Kakashi's crying, still anime tears with one eye, saying, "But why? Why can't I have him?" Naruto says, "I'm not even Uzumaki. Do you see why I have red hair? Hell nah, leave me alone. No, don't swing that way. Calm down. Maybe the Uchiha can swing that way. Maybe. I don't care. Don't involve me in this shit." Kakashi's still crying with one anime tear. Tries to actually rush at Naruto and try to grab him, but well, that sounds wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Tries to like grab Naruto because Naruto's making it sound weird, so he's about to just punch Naruto. But before even trying to punch Naruto already like slapped his like punch away and decides to knee Kakashi in the stomach. Already kind of throw him out of the door. Like throwing him out of, well, not hitting the door because the door is sort of wide open. He gets hit into that wall and Naruto closes it and he says, much better. Hiruzen sweats and he just says, whatever. So, yes, Anko, this would be your new team. This would be Team 13. And Anko's like, ooh, I like that. So yeah, Naruto is just saying, okay. So, when Naruto, Sanjin Lee and Anko were just walking out, Sanjin Lee just said, I like your hair, Anko. Uncle was like, thank you, I like your hair also. Since they both had purple hair. Well, Sanjin Lee has a sort of darkish purple hair. Well, yeah, Uncle has. So, Uncle's hair is a violet color, and of course, Sanjin Lee being a dark color violet. So, of course, they're gonna like each other's hair. Naruto's like, he kind of sweats a little bit. He's like, well, sensei and student, just like sensei and student. Jesus Christ. Why couldn't I have that Might Guy dude? He was such cool. He thinks Might Guy is sort of cool because Might Guy kind of like teach him a lot of things without Might Guy even teaching him. So yeah, Naruto just copy a lot of it. So yeah, with that happening, Naruto, he's kind of sad, but he's okay with Uncle unless he doesn't have that white perverted hair guy, white grayish yeah. So, the next day happened, and both Naruto and Sanjin Lee had to still be in the academy waiting for their sensei. Well, yeah, for their sensei, Uncle Midarashi. So, Hiruzen still explains the whole teams, but before doing that, Kiba and everyone kind of noticed that both Sanjin Lee and, Naruto are here, just sitting by themselves. Well, together by themselves, far away from everyone else. And Kiba comes and says, how is a dope loser like you, a dopey loser like you, even allowed to pass? Naruto says, do you remember that explosion that kind of happened 2 days ago? Kiba said, yeah. Well, Kiba, do you know what happened? Kiba said, no. What, does it have anything with you, huh? You probably just stole someone and just blow them up or something. Not Kiba. Naruto says, oh, stupid dog. Only if you knew. Sanjin Lee and, Naruto were forbidden to tell anyone about the thing happened. Also, Naruto's name has been changed from Naruto Uzumaki towards Garge Morty. Since I know Morty Jim, Morty is basically the last name of Jim, so Jim Morty. But yeah, I always keep calling him Morty Jim, so much better. But yeah, basically that's Naruto's name. And Naruto is just looking at Kiba and saying, yeah, that happened nothing to do with me, but it can happen to you, Kiba. With a grin, like his face kind of go like his eyes go kind of white, and his smile kind of grins like a big grin of I'm gonna murder you at the middle of the night, like that kind of smile. And Kiba kind of gets frightened by Naruto's just smile, but Kiba still just do this strong pose and says, really, you think you're gonna be threatening me with that smile? Naruto just slaps Kiba into the fucking window, smashing the window and throwing him out. Like Naruto was having none of his shit. Everyone is shocked, especially Sasuke. Sasuke is mad because that power should be his. And before anything else can happen, Iruka comes in. Of course, he gets Kiba outside, back inside. So, Iruka does explain the teams, and explains Team 7. Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke Haruno. Sai... Yes, you want to score. I put Sai on their team. Team 13. Team 13 contains of... not Naruto. Garden Mori. Sanjin Lee. And... your newest student, Savannah. Yeah, you want Savannah Ikari. You know what, screw it. I don't know what to call her last name, but yeah. Savannah Ikari. Now, she is a samurai. She's from the samurai clan. But her family decided to move towards the 5 Great Nations into the Leaf Village. So yeah. Because they heard the Leaf Village was one of the strongest. So yeah. And your team leader is Uncle Midarashi. None of them know who the hell Uncle Midarashi is. Naruto and Sanjin Lee already met her, and she's a very scary but cool lady to be around with. especially Sanshin Lee. She actually took such a great interest in with Anko. So I should mention that Sanshin Lee, her parents both have brown hair. It's just her hair kind of mutated to a purple, just like her original life. So she does have sort of long hair like this, and yeah. So Naruto is just like, well, do we get to leave already? Aruka said, pretty much, yeah. Of course, this is where Sabana kind of sits next to them and says, hello, my name is Sabana Ikari. And both Naruto and Sanshin Lee introduce themselves and says, well, we gotta leave anyway. We already know who our sensei leader and also where to meet her at. So, Uncle was sort of still just in the Death Forest, forgot about the whole team meeting, but she did tell everyone that she's gonna probably forget and just meet her at this training ground. So, Naruto and Sabana and Sanjin Lee kind of just leave the whole classroom and just walk towards their, like, well, team leader. So when they get to see Anko and yeah, Kakashi's still kind of crying that he doesn't have Naruto, but okay, yeah. I'm not no, I'm not making what's called Kakashi gay. It's just think about it. Yeah, Naruto would not want him anywhere near him. Like Naruto's smart enough to know what the fuck those books are and why the fuck he's reading it in the fucking middle of the fucking streets when there's kids around. Naruto has, well, he doesn't want to read those books, knowing that this man might be a super pervert. Now, of course, when Naruto thinks about it in his head, when he was thinking of Kakashi and all that, that's why he didn't want to be on the scene. He says, I hope I don't, I don't want to meet a super pervert like him. Of course, someone far away distance, a guy with white hair, peeping through a hole, looking in a hot springs, just decide to sneeze. He says, "Achoo!" And of course, with that, he alerted the females that were inside the hot springs. This is Jiraiya, basically, yeah. So with that happened, he gets beat the hell out of. But back to Naruto. Naruto is just like they decide to talk about like their likes, dislikes, and all that with Uncle. Now Uncle's like, goal. She says, my goal. None of your concern. My dream. Also none of your concern. My likes. Dango. My also other likes is my sisters, Kurenai. Wait, what's her name? Yeah, I think it's Kurenai, and I think it was Yuki. Kurenai Yuki? No, it's just Kurenai, and Yugao. Was it Yuki? I can't remember. So yeah, Kurenai and Yugao. My dislikes are perverts, are people who read those orange books in front of people, and also, in the far distance, Kakashi was talking to his team and he just sneezed. And then Uncle says, my also other dislikes are people with gray hair and white hair especially. I mean, not white hair. People with gray hair especially. Kakashi sneezes again. He's like, what? Am I sick? Am I sick or something? And then Uncle says, and did I say pervert, sorry? Also, people don't like me because of my past. And Naruto says, interesting. Okay, do I go? Uncle said, yeah. Naruto says, my name is Garjay Morty. My goal, well, is to become the strongest Taijutsu master there ever is. My dream is the same thing as my goal. My dream is to actually learn a lot of Taijutsu. But my goal is to become one of the strongest Taijutsu masters. My likes, training in Taijutsu only. Reading, sort of. Eating good. Eating meat. Eating this, that. And then he just said, because Naruto, this one, he doesn't eat ramen like an addicted person. He eats meat, because that's what Morty, Jim, and Garji did. So, yeah. this is where Sunshine Lee does come in and says, "My name is Sunshine Lee. My goal, my goal is to become one of the strongest, also Taijutsu masters. My dream is a little different from that, but I'm not gonna tell you. And my how should I say, likes are Naruto, well not Naruto, Garge, Morty, or she said Morty instead because it's so much easier. Morty, Anko Midarashi, I respect her a lot. And Anko just smiles her and she, like, does a thumbs up, and not, Sunshine Lee does the same. And she does say my other likes are, eating, doing this and that. Also, Naruto explains his dislikes are like a gray hair man, gay pervert, a pedo snake. He didn't mean to say pedo snake, but he said a gay pedo man. Anything. I just don't like them. Okay. The village. Oh, I forgot to also mention that his likes are Mike Guy for being the greatest Taijutsu master I've ever seen, and yeah, people who train very good. And also Sanji and Lee, and yeah, he did say about that. So back to Sanji and Lee saying her dislikes are a gray hair pervert, her dislikes are similar towards Naruto, but not that much. She does hate the village and all that, how they hated Naruto, but yeah. Naruto has explained about his past, about like the village hating him and beating his ass. But Naruto becoming stronger after that. Then this is where Sabana talked. Now Sabana has how should I say, her hair is sort of a light magenta color. Now, she says, my name is Sabana Ikiri, and my goal is to become one of the greatest samurais in my clan. My dream is to marry someone who's strong and will protect me, and also I be able to protect them if they aren't that strong. But yeah, my likes are strong people, people who actually know how to use the sword, this, that, and that, or people that even know how to use weapons, and yeah, and other people that train very hard. My dislikes, sure, why not? Gray hair pervert. So Kakashi managed to just sneeze about like 5 different times. Also, somewhere in the distance, a man's experimenting on like humans kind of sneeze after Naruto says gay pedo man. And Orochimaru says, I felt like someone was talking about me. Ugh. What the fuck? Does someone know about me? God, no. I hope it wasn't that old man. So, yeah. Now, she does say, back to Kakashi. Kakashi sneezed about multiple times. And he says, continue on. Also, he's feeling a little bit weak and all that. But yeah. Now, Uncle has just says, okay, we're gonna do... what should we do? I don't know that much. I'm just a new Jonin Sensei. So we're just gonna train a little bit in this death forest to see if you guys can survive it. And Naruto and everyone nodded. And Uncle says, sure, you can eat, whatever. I don't care what you do. Just come over here whenever you feel like, okay? And they just nodded. So this is where I'm actually gonna leave it off for part 2 of what if Naruto decides to only train in Taijutsu. So, let me mention one thing. I wasn't actually thinking of making this a series. Like, I was only thinking of making this, like, a 2-parter, and then I'm done with the what if. No, instead, I'm actually gonna make this a series. So, yeah. So, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato. I'm also gonna do a new what if. Now, this what if isn't gonna contain Naruto or any of, like, main characters. Like Naruto, Deku, or something like that, or Luffy. It's gonna contain 2 very great people. 2 very great people getting teleported into another world. I'll mention what that world will be until I make the thumbnail and, recording. So yeah, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato sleep. I'm gonna go check outside if it's raining right now. See ya, bye bye.